If all Australians knew how Australian politics is rigged to benefit big business more than anyone else, it would change the way we all voted forever. Watch Question Time and you'd think Labor and the Coalition are at war. Insults, walkouts, headlines calling it chaos. It looks like genuine conflict. But here's what the cameras don't show you. While the two parties scream at each other over politics, on the things that actually move money and power, they keep walking into the same room and agreeing. Not occasionally, repeatedly. We already showed you one of those agreements last time, the donation law that passed with almost no scrutiny. What we didn't tell you is what was hiding inside that same law. This is where the theater stops, and you see what's happening backstage. Remember the donation reform we covered last time? It had another feature barely anyone reported. Buried in the same bill, public funding per vote rose from $3.35 to $5. Based on last election's votes, that hands Labor and the Coalition a combined windfall of around $140 million. The law also adds new taxpayer-funded admin support, $30,000 per House member, $15,000 per senator. Minor parties and independents get none of it. So the same week the major parties were trading insults on camera, they agreed to give themselves a combined 9-figure pay rise funded by you, and made sure nobody outside the club could access it. This isn't the first time. In 2022, Parliament tripled the minimum membership a party needs to stay registered, from 500 to 1,500 members. The Coalition wrote it. Labor backed it fully. Smaller parties got 3 months to find 1,000 extra members. During COVID lockdowns, when door knocking was sometimes illegal, parties already sitting in Parliament were exempted from the new rule entirely. Only challengers had to scramble to survive. Two parties who'd spent the term attacking each other found total agreement. The moment a law threatened to make it easier for someone else to take their seats. Why would two parties fight loudly over things that barely matter, while quietly agreeing on what matters most? Because the fighting is the product. It keeps you watching, keeps you picking a side, keeps you believing your vote chooses between two genuinely different futures. If you believe they're true enemies, you'll never ask why their funding rules always favor both of them at once. Or why registration rules always seem to exempt whoever's already in power. The theater isn't a side effect, it's load-bearing. You're not watching a contest. You're watching two players on the same team performing a rivalry for the crowd. Next time you watch two leaders trade insults, ask, is this fight about something that actually threatens either of them? Or noise timed to a news cycle while real decisions happen elsewhere? We've shown you two moments years apart with the same answer. A donation law handing both major parties a windfall while cameras looked away. A 2022 law protecting both from competition while exempting themselves. Different years, different bills, same result. The most dangerous trick in Australian politics isn't a secret donation. It's convincing 40 million Australians two parties hate each other, while they quietly agree on everything that protects their grip on power. Next time in Part 7, we show you the money still hidden, even now, YouTube and X at Let's Keep It Real 2026.